Welcome to another day of What the Facts. Vladimir Putin has been ruling Russia since 1999, transforming the country into an authoritarian and militaristic society. He has invaded two of Russia's neighbors and strengthened ties with Syria and Iran. Putin's influence on Russia can be traced back to the chaos and corruption that gripped Russia after the fall of the Soviet Union. Putin's government had to sell off nearly 45,000 public businesses, leaving the economy in a freefall and oligarchs in control. The new Russian state struggled to establish itself, and Putin's support network of oligarchs, crime bosses, and security officials helped him ascend to the upper echelon of the new Russian state. In 1999, Putin was appointed prime minister, fearing that Yeltsin's appointing of Putin would allow the US to dominate Russia and NATO to expand into the liberated countries. Putin's goal was to build a strong Russian state that would be both stable at home and capable of exercising more influence over its neighbors. During the post-Soviet chaos, Chechnya experienced violence, and in August 1999, a series of deadly bombings killed over 300 people in several Russian cities, including Moscow. Putin's popularity soared, with his approval ratings jumping from 2% before the bombing to 45% after the bombings. Journalists discovered evidence suggesting Russian security services may have been complicit in the Moscow bombings, but a closed-state investigation quashed any dissenting theories. Russia launched a devastating war in Chechnya, killing around 80,000 people and bringing Chechnya back under its control. In 1999, Yeltsin resigned, making Putin the interim president. Putin won the presidential election in May, shaping the Russian state according to his vision. He suppressed the oligarchs under his rule, rewarding those who supported him and eliminating those who did not. The US relations with Russia were good at the time, but things changed when Russia invaded Georgia in August 2008. Putin took the prime minister role again when his hand-picked successor Dmitry Medvedev served as president. When Obama was elected US president in 2008, relations with Russia made progress, but Putin remained paranoid about US intentions and opposed new relations. He publicly criticized Medvedev for not vetoing the action in the UN Security Council. Putin started his third term amid chaos, doubling down on his authoritarian governance style at home and his militaristic strategy abroad. He showcased a mastery of information, keeping tight leash on Russian television and cracking down on human rights and civil liberties. In 2012, he administered a campaign against a feminist and gay rights music group Pussy Riot, resulting in 3 members of the group being convicted and sentenced to 2 years in prison. Putin's aggressive foreign strategy involves using traditional military methods to help Bashar al-Assad fight a civil war in Syria. However, his regime has also developed an effective cyber army, which has wreaked havoc in the West. Hackers have stolen US information, hacked politicians' email accounts, and shut down Georgia's internet while Russian troops invaded. They have also launched propaganda campaigns supporting right-wing candidates in Europe. In 2014, Putin targeted Ukraine, causing violence and annexed Crimea. However, his aggressive foreign policy has led to harsh sanctions from the West, plummeting Russian currency and the collapse of the energy industry. The election of Donald Trump could lift sanctions and weaken NATO, potentially allowing Putin's Russia to become a dominant power once again.